For decades, the phrase "made in China" defined global trade and commerce everywhere. But in 2025, something huge is happening. The world's investors are quietly packing bags. They're heading somewhere new in Asia, seeking opportunities and growth in emerging markets. And the destination might surprise you. It's the Philippines nation in Southeast Asia, once known mainly for its beaches and BPO centers operating across the islands. The Philippines is now becoming Asia's new investment hotspot, attracting global capital fast. Global corporations, billionaires, and venture funds are suddenly turning their attention here today. From the United States and Japan to South Korea, UAE, and Europe too. Foreign direct investment has surged to record highs in the country right now. The Philippine Stock Exchange is hitting new peaks every month consistently and steadily. Global banks are calling it the most underrated growth story in all of Asia. But what's causing this rush of capital and investors to the Philippines specifically? The answer lies in a massive global shift happening in the investment landscape. Investors are rebalancing away from China due to trade tensions and political risks. The global shift away from China. For years, China dominated global investment and international trade completely and consistently. But after major trade wars, rising labor costs, and mounting political uncertainty concerns, investors started to look for new ground and alternative destinations for their capital. Western companies began diversifying their supply chains very actively across different regions globally, a move now known as China Plus One strategy in the business world. That plus one is increasingly the Philippines nation becoming the preferred destination. Unlike China, Philippines offers young English-speaking workforce with strong global communication skills, democratic governance, and strong ties with both the West and Asian partners too. Investors find it easier to operate here easily without major bureaucratic obstacles. Fewer restrictions and pro-business mindset are evident everywhere in the country now. Legal system influenced by both US and Asian models providing good predictability. In 2025, this trend accelerated very fast beyond what analysts had predicted. American, Japanese, and Korean companies started expanding their manufacturing presence significantly. Tech operations in Philippines growing rapidly as companies establish regional headquarters there. Foreign direct investment surge. The numbers tell the story very clearly and convincingly to all observers. In 2024, Philippines recorded over $11 billion in foreign direct investment. That was the highest amount recorded in Southeast Asia that entire year. By 2025, that number is expected to climb even higher than before. Sectors leading the boom include manufacturing, renewable energy, fintech, and data centers. Logistics hubs and infrastructure projects are attracting massive amounts of capital investment. Japanese automakers are setting up facilities throughout different regions of the archipelago. Korean electronics giants establishing major operations and manufacturing bases in key areas. American tech startups building their presence and hiring talented local engineers there. New industrial zones are being developed across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao regions. Investor sentiment is extremely positive about the country's growth prospects going forward. Global firms are calling Philippines Asia's hidden gem with tremendous potential. Phrase is now echoed in multiple economic reports from major financial institutions. Behind the scenes, government reforms are making a significant difference in attracting investment. Infrastructure and connectivity boom. The biggest reasons investors feel confident in Philippines involve infrastructure improvements. Build Better More program is a nationwide drive transforming the entire country, upgrading transport, energy, and logistics infrastructure across all regions systematically and thoroughly. New expressways are connecting provinces faster than ever before in the nation. Provinces that once took many hours are now reachable in much less time. Expansion of Clark International Airport is providing more capacity for trade and tourism. New railway lines like North-South Commuter Railway, serving millions of people daily. Major seaport upgrades are fundamentally transforming the country's connectivity and efficiency. Physical network infrastructure is being paired with a comprehensive digital network expansion. New data centers are being developed across the country for digital transformation. 5G expansion is reaching every corner, providing high-speed connectivity to all regions. Satellite internet projects are launching to ensure coverage in even remote areas. The goal is clear and simple: make Philippines ready for modern economy. For investors, this means operational efficiency, faster movement of goods, and better communication. The tech and startup wave. Traditional investors are pouring money into factories, real estate, and physical infrastructure. Global venture capital is targeting something entirely different: Filipino tech innovation. Tech startups in Manila are booming with new companies launching every month. Cebu and Davao are seeing tremendous growth in startup ecosystem development. From fintech and e-commerce platforms to AI-driven logistics solutions emerging fast. Filipino founders are catching international attention and receiving significant venture capital funding. Companies like Gcash are proving the tremendous potential of Filipino tech talent. Paymongo is showing how scalable digital payment solutions work in this market. Kumu is demonstrating how Filipino digital entertainment platforms can achieve success globally. In 2025, international venture funds from U.S. Singapore entering the market actively. Middle Eastern investors are also participating in the funding wave for startups. They're looking for the next potential unicorn startup emerging from Philippines. Government's Digital Philippines Roadmap is promoting cashless systems nationwide very aggressively. Digital IDs and online transactions are becoming the standard in modern commerce. Real estate and tourism investment. Another major magnet attracting foreign capital is the real estate and tourism industry. After the pandemic slump, tourism industry rebounded with impressive speed and strength. In 2025, tourist arrivals are expected to surpass pre-COVID levels completely and fully. This is fueling massive investments in hotels, resorts, and retail developments nationwide. Real estate prices in Manila, Cebu, and Davao markets are surging dramatically. Many investors are looking beyond big cities to find better investment opportunities. Coastal regions like Palawan, Siargao, and Bohol are seeing luxury villa development. Eco-resort development projects are being funded by international partners and developers. Dubai-based groups are investing heavily in Philippine real estate market opportunities. South Korean developers are establishing major projects in key cities and regions. European hospitality firms are entering joint ventures with local companies to expand. Why is this happening? Philippines offers what few other Asian destinations can provide. Affordable beachfront land is available at reasonable prices compared to other countries. English-speaking local population makes business operations much easier for foreign investors. Energy, mining, and green investments. Global investors are not just focusing on tech sector alone in Philippines. They're also betting on natural resources and renewable energy development projects. Philippines has huge potential available in geothermal, wind, and solar energy sectors. In 2025, billions of dollars are being poured into green energy projects, especially by Japanese investors seeking stable returns from renewable energy infrastructure. European investors are also sending significant capital for clean energy development. Global shift toward electric vehicles is creating demand for battery materials now. This has reignited investor interest in the Philippines' nickel and copper reserves. These minerals are vital for EV battery production and global supply chains. Mining firms from Australia are signing exploration deals in the Philippines. South Korean companies are also making significant agreements for resource development. Local companies are upgrading their operations to meet global environmental standards. Philippines is becoming a central player in the world's clean energy supply. These projects create not just profits, but also thousands of local jobs. Business reforms and openness. What's fueling investor confidence in the Philippines is the series of business reforms. Many significant reforms, lots of them, are being implemented systematically nationwide. The Philippines has liberalized key economic sectors to attract foreign investment. Public Service Act reforms now allow full foreign ownership in critical sectors. Telecom, transport, and power industries are now open to foreign investors. Red tape has been significantly cut down across all government agencies involved. Ease of doing business law is making regulatory processes much more efficient. Digital permit systems are replacing the old, slow, and inefficient manual processes. Corporate taxes have been reduced, making the country more tax competitive regionally. Investment promotion agencies are actively courting global firms seeking new bases. The result is that the country feels open, stable, and forward-looking. There's a sharp contrast to the old image of bureaucratic delays and slow processes that used to define doing business in the Philippines previously. For foreign investors, that kind of openness is a huge competitive advantage. The human advantage. Numbers and policies definitely matter for investment decisions made by firms. But the real factor that matters most is the people and talent. Philippines has one of the youngest populations in all of Asia today. The median age is just 25 years old, incredibly young demographic. This represents a massive workforce available for employment in various industries. The population is English-speaking, making communication with international companies very easy. Digitally skilled workforce means workers are ready for modern tech-driven operations. Globally minded citizens make the population very adaptable to international business cultures. This demographic edge represents a major competitive advantage versus neighbor countries. Other countries in Asia are facing aging populations and worker shortages. Philippines is experiencing expanding talent pool and growing young workforce capacity. This workforce is ready for global industries and international employment opportunities. Education system is aligning with market demand for skilled professionals actively. System is producing more graduates in engineering, IT, healthcare, and finance. The geopolitical factor. There's also a strong strategic reason behind this massive investment rush today. Location and international alliances are making Philippines very attractive to global investors. Philippines sits at the heart of Southeast Asia geographically and commercially. It serves as a gateway between the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Close proximity to key shipping routes makes it ideal for trade. Logistics hubs and infrastructure development support global commerce and supply chains. More importantly, Philippines maintains strong ties with both US and Asia, offers neutral, business-friendly environment for companies seeking to diversify operations globally. Rising tensions between China and Western nations are creating investor concerns. Global investors are searching for safer ground to protect their assets. Philippines fits the role of a politically stable and democratic nation. It has strong strategic alignment with major developed economies globally. This mix of location and diplomacy gives investors both security and opportunity. Few emerging markets can offer such a unique and compelling combination. Challenges and realities. Of course, no story is complete without acknowledging challenges and obstacles. Philippines still faces issues like high energy costs in some regions. Bureaucratic delays occur in certain regions, and government agencies dealing slowly. Climate vulnerability is a concern given the country's geographic location. Corruption remains a concern in some sectors and regions of country. Court processes can be slow, affecting dispute resolution and legal certainty. Compared to a decade ago, the improvements are very much undeniable. Serious progress has been made in reducing bureaucratic obstacles and delays. Investors acknowledge these remaining challenges, but see a country moving forward. The growth momentum is strong and policy reforms are ongoing constantly. Young population and rising education levels provide tremendous potential for future. These positive factors are outweighing the remaining risks in investor minds. Simply put, Philippines offers risk-to-reward ratio better than most emerging markets. The country is improving steadily and addressing problems systematically over time. Future outlook: the next Asian tiger. If current investment trends continue as projected, the Philippines is on a promising trajectory. It stands poised to become the next Asian tiger economy in Southeast Asia, joining the ranks of its economically vibrant neighbors. Economists predict sustained economic growth surpassing 6% for the next decade, a figure that highlights the nation's potential for significant development. The manufacturing sector is diversifying into new industries and embracing higher value production processes. This transformation is not only crucial for job creation, but also for elevating the overall economic stature of the country. In tandem, the technology and finance sectors are rapidly expanding, bolstered by a wave of new investments that are geared towards enhancing productivity and innovation. Moreover, the tourism industry is experiencing a remarkable boom, with record numbers of arrivals and levels of spending that attract attention on a global scale. By 2030, analysts expect the Philippines to solidify its position among the world's top 20 economies. This is supported by rising exports, ongoing digital transformation initiatives, and the establishment of strong foreign partnerships continuing to materialize. The country is well on its way to becoming the regional investment hub for all Southeast Asia, with its strategic location and burgeoning market appealing to investors. What differentiates this development from previous growth spurts is the genuine confidence shown by both investors and locals alike in the nation's potential. This mindset transformation has shifted from a stance of uncertainty to one filled with optimism and possibility. The critical question has changed. It is no longer, can we attract investment? Instead, the focus has shifted to how fast can we grow and expand. This new perspective encapsulates the essence of excitement surrounding the economy. The positive momentum and confidence observed today are vital elements fueling the current investment surge, laying the groundwork for the country's bright economic future. The new land of opportunity. The Philippines is transitioning from merely being a country where people seek work abroad to becoming a significant destination where the world comes to invest capital. Global investors are recognizing the unfolding narrative in this nation of vibrant opportunity. The combination of a young, ambitious population, open markets, and a booming economy is laying the foundation for an enticing economic environment. As the country emerges into the global spotlight, its future potential is just beginning to shine prominently on the world stage. The Philippines is proving that it is not only ready for investment, but is also a growing hub of opportunity in Asia. The region is undergoing a major transformation in its investment patterns, directing capital toward new destinations with immense growth potential. The pertinent question now is not why investors are rushing to the Philippines today. Rather, it is about how long it will take before the Philippines becomes a major investment hub. This future scenario presents the possibility of the nation becoming the next big success story in the entire Asian region, especially given the backdrop of ongoing growth and development. This story of progress is just beginning to unfold for the Philippines. The growth trajectory is consistently upward, and the momentum is building, making it an exhilarating time for both local and foreign investors. It is undoubtedly a pivotal moment to watch as the Philippines ascends to become a premier investment destination in the near future. So what do you think about Philippines' investment boom? Is Philippines on track to become next global investment hub? Which sector do you think will lead the economic boom? Tech, real estate, or green energy development most promising? Drop your thoughts and comments below in this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. More deep dive stories on Asia's economic transformation globally. Content about emerging markets and investment opportunities worldwide. Because what's happening in Philippines right now matters greatly. Could define the future of global investment patterns, reshaping how world views emerging market opportunities, creating new paradigms for international capital flows. This transformation is unprecedented in Asian region. Philippines poised for significant growth ahead.